All right, now this what I'm doing now is pretty much trying to disprove that there's no human meat in hot dogs. We're not consuming human meat from anywhere in any type of consumer products, and that Google lies. The best way to do this is, for one, before I go looking for foods that supposedly have been found with human meat or human DNA in them, I want to turn around. I want to type in. We all know that Christopher Reeves has been dead for a while, so I want to go to Google, which y'all will see this. I'm going to mirror my computer screen so you can see what I see, and you can see for yourself. So I'm looking this stuff up. I'm going to look up Christopher Reeves lives or found living. All right, and we see what comes up from Google. So let me go ahead and mirror my screen here. Start sharing. There we go. Now y'all can see what I see. Then close out of that. Now, Christopher Reeves found alive. Dead at 52. Okay, here. Okay, here. Do you believe Christopher Reeves is superhuman or Superman and is still alive? I do indeed. There is much evidence supporting the fact that actually Elvis Presley is also alive. As to him, he is either physically present somewhere or probably close to Reeve. But I prefer the theory that he has lost his material body. As see, I mean, come on. There's so many stuff that can be taken out of context. All right, now another one. Someone that we know is living. Let's look up who would be a good person. Oh yeah, Donald Trump dies. Look at there. Fact check. Donald Trump has died of possible heart attack. All right. Well, this is Snopes proving that it did not happen. It's just a myth. Someone turn around starting stuff. See, fake news. Fake news. You can find all sorts of stuff like that. Now, if I go back, go back. Now then, human remains found in consumer products. Oop, helps if I can spell. In Cross Space, Minnesota River, Jersey Shore, Long Beach. Found in apartment building. Found in DC apartment building. Horse, human remains in animal feed, fed to cattle, poison pets. You know, see, images for human remains found in consumer products. You figure they'd be a business, not out in the field somewhere looking for a dead body, which is what they're showing. Human remains were found encased in 500 pounds of ice. Yeah, see, nothing there. All right, now if I put down human remains found in hot dogs, it's going to take me to USDA Today, USA Today, here and here. Stop freaking out about human remains or human DNA in hot dogs, which I've already looked up. No, hot dogs do not contain human meat. Study finds human DNA in some hot dog brands. It is not a big deal. All it was someone was turning around and creating a scare, which this here points it out. I come down here. You can read all this stuff right here. A startup called Clear Labs has genetically tested a bunch of hot dogs, and the results are about as weird as you'd expect. Pork DNA in turkey dogs, chicken DNA in veggie dogs. But then there's this little surprise, human DNA in hot dogs. And from the way the press is spinning it, you'd think Oscar Mayer was being run by Hannibal Lecter, or by Hannibal Lecter. Clear Labs, whose headline-grabbing hot dog study kicked off a crowd-funded consumer initiative called Clear Food, has a simple goal: using genomic technology to find out what's really in our food. As a proof of concept, the team analyzed 354 hot dogs and sausages from 75 different brands. Troublingly, they found that some of our favorite brands contain more than they advertise. Around 3% of hot dogs and sausages analyzed contained pork where it wasn't listed. 10% of vegetarian dogs included animal DNA. And most shocking of all, 2% of samples contain person DNA. Naturally, this last revelation has precipitated a flurry of alarming headlines, which is true, it does. But here it tells you exactly what's going on. It is finally time for Anti-Cannibalism America to renounce its beloved but also questionable meat-flavored food product. Maybe, but not because of this. Not because of this human DNA business. As Clear Labs itself is the first to acknowledge the human DNA contamination was found, or we found, was quite minor. Clear Lab founder and CEO Susan told Gizmodo over the phone it's very complicated supply chain, and this could be from human skin or hair, fingernails, like, I mean, it could be a simple strand of hair, or a chipped fingernail, or a little bit of dandruff. I mean, really. In no case was human DNA a significant ingredient. And down here, I get that to quit popping up. Down here, you see where it says that they were the ones that contaminated it. Founded, I'm not trying to say all that stuff, 2013, both of whom left their jobs at established genomics companies to start applying DNA testing to food industry. They spent the last few years refining methodologies and developing the database of genetic information on a wide range of food items. Now they're showing the world how revealing and, if taken out of context, alarming molecular analysts can be. Analysis. I can't say that word. Using state-of-the-art metagenomics methods, tools that allow researchers to genetically profile the different types of organisms in a sample. ClearLab says it's able to take any food item and determine exactly what plants, microbes, animals, and fungi it's made of. The results of Clear Labs in-house DNA sequencing analysis are matched to the company's ever-expanding database of genetic information. Any food items that don't match are cross-checked against additional public databases. It's a semi-quantum, it's really just not that much. And Snopes goes off on them because of it. It's see, in an angry rebuttal statement that accuses Clear Labs of creating a food scare so silly that Snopes has already dedicated a page to it. A National Hot Dog and Sausage Council offers their own explanation for suspicious human element. It's entirely possible, spokesperson Janet Riley writes, that the human DNA found could be linked back to the company's Clear Labs' own staff. So pretty much there's no human meat in that. And if I go back and look up human meat, human remains in food, it all talks about the same thing. Bugs, hairs, poop, and other things. Defects present, no health hazard for human. Burgers contain, which people do accidentally lose a finger or something. There's McDonald's. Fake news. Human remains were not found in McDonald's. Report DNA found in hot dogs, which we just got through reading that. It's just, you can find all sorts of stuff on here that you want. But it's how you take it, and a lot of stuff is taken out of context, which is ridiculous. I mean, it really is. So I'm going to come back to here. You're going to see a big old deal. I want to stop that and come back to me. I got 0 viewers. Apparently nobody likes what I'm posting on, so how nice. Could at least see if I got any comments or something. Or something. There we are. Wish I want to mute myself. I'll scroll this down. If it'll let me. Go too far. It says there's only one watching. I'll give myself a thumbs up. But that's all I was showing. I was told to research it. I researched it, and it found to be fake. People are freaking out over something that's just a scare. But being that there's nobody on here, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because there's no point of being on here if I'm talking to myself. So I do hope y'all enjoy it. I do hope I substantiated evidence enough to show that it's not what it looks and what it appears to be. It's just someone turned on and contaminated their work and left some skin cells or a piece of fingernail or a hair in the work, and it got in and mixed with the evidence. It was contamination. It was cross-contamination, which is why most people that work in an environment like that are supposed to wear gloves, put their hair up in a hairnet, and covers. So that way they work completely. I mean, most people wear a suit to where they don't cross-contaminate. They even turn on have a rebreather or a respirator on their face so they don't breathe on the stuff. So there's no chance of cross-contamination. I guarantee you they are doing that now. They definitely are following their protocol like they're supposed to now. But them coming out with that and doing that it was just a scare. It was just a scare. And it got them their views. It got them their fame, their 15 minutes of fame, and now it just shows that they're human. They make mistakes. Well, I'm done talking about it. I researched it, debunked it. It's not true. So, if y'all got something else for me to debunk, throw it out there. I'll look at it. I'll do what I can. All right. Well, I am going to look over there here. Yep, there's no one in the chat. So I am going to end this where it's at, and I will see y'all later.